Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Get the good man early game. Yeah, I'm gonna hit y'all with this game that a small percentage of women run on a man now, or men. Now, the general narrative is the whole alpha fucks beta bucks thing, right? Whereas you have women having their fun, their sexual fun, chasing the pretty boys, the bad boys, the alphas, and all of that, getting pregnant by them, having some babies, and then find some nice beta type of dude to raise those children, right? That's the general narrative. And then there was one I pointed out about women, marrying the beta, but then still having that alpha on the side, right? But this is a game. I think some people might have spotted. Some people might not have, but it's a game I've seen it over the years, just not that much. It's rare, and you really have to pay attention to really spot it. And that's to get the good man early game, right? See, fellas gotta understand something about these women. A lot of these statements we make are very general. Like, a lot of people like to say all women, or they ain't really any exceptions. No, every single woman is different. And you have some women, they don't go for like that one dude just based on lust. See, understand something. I mentioned in my deeper aspects of the imprinting process, I briefly touched upon sexual personality types, right? You just have some people, some women, they just ain't moved by just looks, or all that peer pressure, all that like childish stuff. You get some women, they from the get-go pragmatic, and they already looking at that so-called beta dude, that provider dude, right? And they scheming on him early. Now, see, here's the trick with that. They'll get that dude before he makes his money. Let me say that again. They'll get that dude before he makes that money. Now, an obvious place where that shows up is like with somebody, you got some high school kid who's talking about he's going to be a rapper or something like that, or the high school basketball star or football star. Of course, some women going to jump in on that early. But you also have a situation where a woman, she might get with that smart guy who's going to be something. Because yeah, we have this narrative of women not really recognizing good guys and stuff, but like I said, you get some women, a certain population of women, they already spotted, they know potential. They ain't messing with the neighborhood thug or anything like that. Now, usually women like that they motivated by practical concerns, because in most cases that type of woman is in a poor neighborhood, and maybe possibly poor neighborhood, has a single mother, and maybe not a lot of kids. It might just be her and the mother or something like that. Whatever the case, she's typically going to be close to her mother, right? So to the point where she will actually listen to her mother, and her mother's saying, hold up, don't do this, don't get that type of guy, where her mother is actually giving her some real game and not some bullshit. And so the mother, she's going to learn early. It's like, hold up, get that other dude. And sometimes it's just a girl. She just smart. She's like, well, okay, I ain't chasing that star dude. Everybody's around that person. Yeah, this dude over here, yeah, he's studying and all of that. Everybody else think he nerdy. I'm going to be friendly to him. Because at the very least, women like that, they running that game, they at least going to be very friendly to that person. And don't You know, some people smart like that. I remember my cousin, brother. He's a big muscular dude and shit, right? You know, I said on his Facebook, he showed himself at the gym and shit. I said that dude got so big, it looked like he need to be fighting a supervillain. But I remember he said some profound, very profound, some real deep game. He said he's friendly to all the fat girls at the gym. He said he's friendly. You don't be trying to get with him. He's just friendly to them, because he said, you know what, they lose that weight, get real fine, they're going to remember who's friendly to them. Well, you get some women like that too. They'll be friendly to that dude, at least friendly to that dude who, you know, he might be on some nerdy stuff, but they know that's a future doctor, a future lawyer, a future engineer. Because the thing with these women, you know, like I said, usually in a poor neighborhood, they try and get up out of there. And they're smart. They know that you know, that star athlete or something, that's one in a million. It's usually the dumb girls anyway who go for that dude thinking he gonna be like an NBA superstar. Because unless that dude was, you know, seriously courted by the NBA or and not the NFL though, they still got some prohibitions against youngins coming in the league too soon. But unless that dude is like a LeBron James or something, him getting into the pros is like a lottery shot. Because anyway, like that star athlete, he might be the star athlete at that school, but once he get in college or something, it might be a different story. It's different when you playing against people on your level. And some women know that, so they'll look at that dude hitting the book, studying. You know, maybe other women ain't checking for him, and they like, well, wait a minute, hold up. Let me give him some. You know, had that baby or something like that. Sometimes they'll try to get that dude's baby or something. I've seen that shit happen. Because they know that dude going someplace. And you know, it happens in other cases too. And isn't that just a high school thing or a young thing? But just some women, it might be a case where a woman already had a baby by a knucklehead, right? Like one baby, and she actually learned her lesson. They say, nah, I ain't messing with that type of dude anymore. Or some woman she like, wait a minute, these players are whack. I'm shoot, that good dude over there, he kind of cute, and they'll try to put a baby on him. They want to have a baby with him, his baby. Trust me, and I've seen that. I've seen some hoish ass women do that. They'll recognize a good dude and try to lock him down quick. You know, they ain't on that all I'm gonna have fun and all that. They like, shit, I'm gonna get that dude now. Because this shit is about business. You got certain personality types that are about business. They like, shoot, get all that lovey-dovey stuff. That's why I say a lot of those women come from poor backgrounds. They like, shit, all that lovey-dovey stuff don't work. Especially if they close to a mom who went through it, or they saw their mom go through it, and they like, that's whack. I want to be able to pay these bills and everything. You know, so, you know, I'm sharing that with y'all, not so much to watch out for, but just to give you a perspective. Because contrary to popular belief, a lot of men have notions of love and all of that, devotion, but sometimes you get some women, it's about business. And it's about business early. They say, look, let me lock it down. Shoot, I even had a woman when I had a woman, this is back in the 90s and stuff. You know, this was when I first started publishing. She was on it. I mean, and this was a young girl. She told people, said, yeah, Ron, I'm gonna be rich. She was already on it. And you get plenty of women like that. You know, now people say, well, they gold diggers or whatever. Well, yeah, pretty much. They just pragmatic. They, like I say, they ain't on the lovey-dovey thing. They ain't on that Disney thing. They pragmatic. They gonna get they recognize a good man. They know a good man. You know, they ain't these women out here confused about what a good man is or wouldn't know one if, you know, he ran into him. They know exactly who a good man is, because one, they grew up around some bad men and more likely had enough sense to figure shit out. And they go for there. Now, as far as how whether they make good wives or something like that, to be honest, if you a dude and you more or less trying to have something on your arm, because a lot of these women will be attractive. No, let me break that part down. One of the reasons why they might not do what the crowd does because they physically attractive. Like the master teacher BGS talked about those 100 octane women and stuff. When you get women like that, real attractive, they don't have a lot of girlfriends and stuff. And they don't follow the peers as much because everybody hating on them, so they probably say, fuck all y'all. And shoot, and that's why a lot of them end up getting, getting the top men, the millionaires, people like that. And yeah, some of them become like some top-notch gold diggers. Because they straight with it. They ain't messing with some bum who can't do anything for them. But, that whole top gold digger getting the millionaires or athletes and stuff, that's that high level shit. You get a lot of women, especially if they out of the hood. If your ass, sometimes if you just a motherfucker who just look like he just gonna keep going to work hard all the time and keep a steady job, they good to go with you. And it could be a blue collar job, whatever, as long as that shit is steady and they see it. They like, shoot, yeah, that other dude look cute and stuff, but yeah, he don't got no hustle. And like I said, those are the type of women, they don't make decisions with their wombs. Actually, I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you do hook up with one of those type of women, they good for a business person. Because if you think about what they're doing is business. So if you need somebody to hold the money, do that, get you back in business, they're actually good for it. And they'll do what they're supposed to do, their wifely duties, as long as the money keep flowing. And so anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because it's rare. It's that rare type of game because nobody talks about it. Everybody think it's absolute, or people think they're a good man, a woman, ain't gonna want to deal with them until they had their fun. Some of them like, shit, they like, forget that. We trying to live life. I'm trying to get up out of this housing project. In fact, I did get hit with that one time. Remember, I met a woman. I think she found me physically attractive anyway. That's kind of how we got together. But she let me know. She was like, yeah, Ron, I see us living out here. And she was talking about a rich area outside of D.C., And this was back in the 80s, so she was like, yeah, I see you making 80,000. I'll be good just making 40. I mean, she had her plan in place. But then she lived, where did she live in D.C.? In some projects in, I think it was Stanley Road, over in Southeast for the D.C. heads. But it was over there near Berry Farms. That's all you need to know. So anyway, right? I've seen it, and just peep that game, y'all. Just peep it, all right. Just sit back and pay attention to it, and how you want to deal with it is up to you. But just like I said, it's not depending on your perspective. It can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. But just know it's there. So it's like if you peep that, especially my younger listeners, if you see some woman and she's all of a sudden get concerned whether you're going to grad school or something like that, or what you want to do for the future. Hey, they putting their bid in early. So anyway, that's it for today. I'll talk to you later. Peace.